Alright everyone, I'm back. Um, before I went to my friend's house, I gave a quick prediction in this game. So, round 2, game 4, I said Chicago was going to win again, but truth be told, that didn't happen. So, um, one of many things could have probably contributed to this loss. We lost 3-2. So, one of the things, at least what I think, maybe we had some different people on the rink for once. All due respect to the Wolves and their roster, especially Chelios, my all-time favorite. Of course, as I'm a Blackhawks fan, and when he first played for the Blackhawks, I think I was maybe 1.5 at the time, and I remember seeing him play. Very, 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 very vaguely though, but looking back at my childhood, I remember seeing him play. But regardless, I think Chelios was kind of a so-so tonight. He could have been better, but what can I say? I'm just a fan, and I give my predictions and I give the results at the end of each game. So you can't fault me for that, can you? But maybe Chelios wasn't on his game tonight as well as everybody else. But at least from what I can see, Chelios he did a good job. Mainly what I think could have been is that Texas was the better team and they beat us. Maybe the home field advantage theory worked in their favor for once and they beat us. Who knows? Maybe that's what could have been. But I think the main thing was that Texas was more focused and they had a better game plan than we did. But that depends on who you ask. Any Texas Stars fans watching, they could probably say the same thing. Your Wolves didn't do all that great because they didn't stick to their game plan, whatever it was. Maybe so. I can't say right, wrong, or in between, but who knows? Again, as I said, maybe Chicago wasn't on their game plan, but Texas was, and they used that to their advantage, and we put up a good fight, and unfortunately, it wasn't good enough, and we lost. So there's tomorrow. It's effective right now. It's May 5th. Tomorrow, Thursday, May 6th, is a day off for both teams. So maybe the Wolves and the Stars, maybe they can use the day off tomorrow. Maybe they can use that for either rest, recuperate, and quite possibly come up with a new strategy. Maybe even a couple of change-ups in the roster. Instead of having Menino on the goalie position, maybe have Drew McIntyre. And for those that are subscribed to me that are wrestling fans, the WWE superstar from Friday Night SmackDown, Drew McIntyre, not to confuse him with the goalie from the Chicago Wolves, Drew McIntyre. I had some people on YouTube asking me if I ever heard of Drew McIntyre, and I'd respond back with either the Chicago Wolves goalie, or the superstar on WWE SmackDown. And 9 times out of 10, they all said I'm talking about the wrestler. I've never heard of the goalie. So, a little side note to tell the two apart: there's 2 Drew McIntyres. Drew McIntyre on Friday Night SmackDown, and Drew McIntyre, the goalie for the Chicago Wolves. But the goalie, his last name is spelled differently. I believe his is spelled MacIntyre, while Drew McIntyre, the wrestler, his is spelled MCINTYRE. No A between the M and the C. So, of course, talking about the goalie, I think they both do great in their line of work. Again, Drew McIntyre, the wrestler, and Drew McIntyre, the goalie. I think they're both great athletes. Like them or hate them, but then again, ever since this guest host of Raw crap's been going on, I haven't paid much attention to WWE. So I've been watching total nonstop action mainly. I've been mainly watching more hockey, baseball, basketball, boxing, UFC, and TNA Impact. So stay tuned for my results video. You'll see it either tomorrow on May 6th, or you'll see it the night of the next Wolves and Stars game, which will be on Friday the 7th. So one of those days, expect a predictions video from me, and then results video shortly after the game on Friday night. So subscribe and let me know what you think.